Recording. So, can I hear you? Or can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Right. Hello everyone, this is Rainn08, and I am going to be doing a review of Okami Demon episode 2. I have two special guests with me today. If you would introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I am Jacob Uchiha, also known as the Awesome Bringers Stack Attraction.
Okay.
Also known as Fire Shots, subscribe on TV Radar, and the writer of Okami Demon.
Okay, and
Hotaru, that's all.
okay. Right.
Just there because.
Alright, so let's go to my friend's DeviantArt account and get Okami Demon episode 2 out, because I cannot be bothered to, record.
That was episode 3.
No, it's episode 2. The first one, the first review, Tanuki's voice was heard just fine. Our voices were just kind of muted in the recording.
Yeah. Yeah, keep laughing it up.
Shut up, bro, wannabe.
Okay, let's start this. And I will display this deviant anyway. Warning. The following... Yeah, I think I pretty much know that already. Episode 2. A Dark Dream and a Demon. Alright, so the episode...
I got that chapter name from a Rosario plus Vampire manga called Dark Dream and Vampire.
Yeah, I think every episode in Rosario plus Vampire always happens with and ends with a vampire. Yeah, so the episode starts with Jacob waking up to Maramba. Yeah.
It's a phone alarm.
Okay then. Phone alarm, yeah. Okay, so then he writes his first letter, which Jacob's going to read.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, of course, because well, Jacob is, well, you. And, of course.
Give me a moment.
Okay, now.
So, guys, Jacob here. First letter to you. It's been 1 week since this pretty well so far. On Cammy, sorry I didn't make that promise, but I got myself into a pretty good read. Asshole Hachi was here on my new friend Peppermint. Even trying to rape her.
Oh no!
I tried saving her, which I did. And tried knocking out that emo with this brilliant idea I had. And when I got out and got like a shot in, so I had to take this to the extreme and release Peppermint's inner demon, Dahlia. That's how you pronounce it, people.
Okay, I made a mistake in the first review.
Not gonna tell who she is, but you'll know soon enough.
Yeah.
I think. Anyway, Dahlia beat up Hachi's ass and reported his actions to Dean Momoga, whose sins were almost as big as the homeroom teacher in my class. Anyway, Dean Momoga suspended Hachi's emo ass, and then suddenly rumors saying about me being him was spread around like backfire. Although I wouldn't exactly mind taking the cut, the management trade show from here on out. On the judge, keep training with Tanuki. I want you to fuck up while I'm gone. And Tanuki, make sure Donald doesn't get himself into any trouble again while I'm gone. Turn him literally into pieces. That's punishment enough. And Kami-chan, no matter what happens, I'll get shot by the time I get back from either winter or spring break. Count on it. Anyway, see you guys later for a long time.
Jacob Uchiha. Okay, so the episode starts with our first ever letter of Jacob delivering his letter all the way from Okami Academy to back home to San Fran. Jacob starts doing push-ups and sit-ups. I cannot talk today. 75 of each before taking a shower, drying, and dressing in his clothes. So yeah.
Here's the thing. He does push-ups and steps every day so he can keep his physical body in shape.
Alright then. So then, As Jacob landed softly on the ground, he looked up at the other gender's dorm, specifically through Peppermint's window. He was sitting down at her desk, writing her brushing her hair, straightening out the last few knots as she woke up from her slumber. As she finished getting ready for the day, her orb seal glinted in the sunlight as that cast from an open window. As her mind wandered to many things, her mainly centered around the dirty blonde teen. Don't freak out, just the dirty blonde teenager. Good. The pink Okami had never felt so happy to find a friend she could trust and confide in. And she had found a good one in Jacob. Okay. So yeah, she was thinking about Jacob, and Jacob pops in, and she comedically kicks Jacob in the face, causing him to face plant on the ground. Now this is where I would add the face plant joke. Alright, so then afterwards, she tells him not to do that again. Alright, so next time he'll knock. So then they have an anatomy test, but Peppermint then notices that
Hello?
oh, sorry. Anyways, Peppermint eyes were fixated on Jacob's neck, to which he replied,
Breakfast is served.
okay. Right, so then afterwards, she kisses his cheek and it burns like hell. She then grabs his neck and literally sucks the flames out of him. After sucking the flames out of him for 30 seconds.
Like a vampire, except the blood is flame.
Yeah. After letting go after 30 seconds, she said they finally decide to go to class. However, this is where Jacob tells one of his amazing adventures with his friends, which, despite are crazy, are surprisingly true. And she didn't know this Zachary guy could survive being fired at so many times. And practically...
To clarify that Zachary's pyrokinesis is what's protecting him. Pyrokinesis is iron manipulation, so it's nothing to him.
So he's pretty much like Luke Cage.
Iron.
So he's pretty much like Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so that's when they hear a scream from afar.
He can act.
Yep. So they hear a scream from afar. Then, from the further distance,
Go ahead.
That's when they see a white-haired Okami being picked on by 3 class recipients named Brass, Silver, and Plat, or as I like to call them, Ass, Cunt, and Dick. Okay. So, that's when Jacob and Peppermint step in to save the day.
Well, technically, Jacob shot first.
Yeah,
by
Jacob.
Really shot Black Bunny for a Plat's head.
Wow, right in the head. Anyways, so as Loki flies up on the screen, Kazi Okami has the power to control air and wind, like Aang from Avatar. That's when they finish what they start. So then, oh jeez, right, that's when Brass and Silver transform into, well,
Kinsoku Okami.
Yeah, Brass and Silver. So that means that's someone who's made of metal and silver. Yeah, and iron. Okay. So they all lunge at Jacob. Brass opens up.
Let me explain how the battle works.
All right then.
So the class representatives lunge at Jacob. Brass tries to punch at Jacob, but he blocks and flip kicks him backwards.
Oh.
Silver then turns his arm into a chainsaw and swings at Jacob with it.
Wow! And then after
Jacob guards with a polarity shield, causing the electricity to conduct on the by contact,
And-
which it gets electrocuted.
And if you don't know if what happens when metal and electricity come together, let's just say, yeah, you'd be dead.
Yeah, like that. Then Plant runs at Jacob with a metal sphere and slaps him through the chest. And, Jacob, being half demon,
survives it.
He just shrugs it off like it's nothing and quotes, "Bitch, please. I've been impaled tons of times in my life." And then electrocutes Plant via touching the spear.
Wow! So anyways...
And Jacob painfully takes the spear out of his chest and holds up his hands into the air for some reason.
Wait, is he doing the spirit bomb?
Not exactly.
No.
Here. Red energy gathers above his hand, forming a giant red glowing mass that dissipates, revealing a gigantic laser cannon in Jacob's arm.
Holy shit!
And then Jacob starts charging the cannon with energy, but the Kinzoku Okami start fleeing and not to blast into pieces. In which Jacob stops charging and says, "Promise not to put on a logo again," in which the three reply with, "Yes, sir, we promise." Good. Now scram before I change my mind.
And then they all run away like screaming little bitches. Well, anyways, this is where we are introduced to Tsuchina
Tsuchina Kazeguruma.
Thank you. So, Peppermint is right. Peppermint states that Tsuchina is awfully young to be a high school student. Well, and that is sort of true on the young part, because Tsuchina looks about like 13, 14.
Oh, she's 13.
Yeah, 13, yeah. Okay, so I was slightly right about that. So, and the reason why the metal bastards were picking on her is because, yeah, one of her parents is human, even though she's a full-blooded Okami. Which makes sense, because humans are detested by Okamis.
Well, most of them.
But that doesn't mean Peppermint and Jacob hate Tsuchina, does that?
Because I quote, "You never judge someone for what they are, but by the context of their character. So it doesn't matter how hot you are, you're a piece of shit on the inside, looks, or whatever the fuck you are, doesn't matter."
True. What em up? Okay. So then they introduced each other. That's when okay, well, I think we already know who these are in the first review. So, they introduce each other. That's when the warning bell rings.
The warning bell rings.
And then afterwards, another set of eyes transpires with great interest. A pair of teal eyes, following the trio as they entered the school before fading into the shadows. Lunchtime! Yeah, I had to say that really loud. Okay, so, Tsuchina asks what kind of Okami is Jacob. Jacob responds with...
Isn't it against the rule to reveal our species?
Yeah, I think he's sort of right on that one, because if he says he's a human, then it could mean...
Oh, half human.
Yep. You know what that means? Yep, Jacob is dead. Well, it's not like Jacob has been, has went through all that stuff before. Anyways, so, they continue to eat their meals during, lunch, till the end of lunch period. Next is a free period for Jacob. He decides to hang around at the lake. I think he meant lake.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was a typo.
Yeah, typo. Okay, so then, while Peppermint had history and Tsuchina had chemistry, needless to say, Jacob had a pretty much chill period at the moment.
And Jacob sitting by a tree at the lake.
Till he hears a soft voice that says, "Help me."
And Jacob gets up and looks around.
That's when he sees a brown short-haired Okami. And that's when she leans against his chest while her huge breasts squish up against it.
And her huge breasts are actually F-cups.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. F cups. All right. And anyways, yeah. And then Loki flies on the screen, saying, "Yeah, think genius. I mean, look at those things. Whee!" She complains that her chest hurts so much.
In which Jacob replies with, do you need me to take him into the infirmary?
She responds with, "Yes. Could you take me there?" And then she says, "Jacob."
Says in her mind, Rabu Chamu.
Jacob's eyes suddenly get dull. That's when we reveal that this is Diane.
It's pronounced Diane Morgani.
Diane Morgani. Alright, Diane. I've been saying it was Diane.
Diane's last name is... Let me say this.
Okay.
Fun fact, Diane's last name is based off Morgan Ageland's name.
Okay. So, Jacob sensed that something feels off, and he feels very strange. Not only that, he says that Diane says that she has a feeling that he and Jacob are going to be great friends. After all, I am better than that pink-haired hol. Oh, that is a burn. Both figures. Yep. Oh, hey, Ray.
I said Rainn getting mad right now.
Yeah. Anyway, so then that's when underneath the hoodie, Jacob's.
Look, I'm here.
Hang on, let me explain. Underneath the hoodie, a jewel on the pen necklace that Jacob put on earlier this morning glows red, and then he snugly snaps out of the hypnosis and pushes her away.
She's flabbergasted that Jacob was able to break out of her hypnosis.
And which Jacob demanded, "What did you do to me?"
In that Sasuke voice of his. I always imagine Jacob in that Sasuke voice. Anyways, that's when we hear Peppermint's voice. And then afterwards, they ran into the scene. Diane, she said, Diane, she then says, was just helping me to get to class. And, she just makes that up and runs away. Anyways, so yeah, Jacob gets a slight headache. To which
he remarks to that comment, "Bullshit."
Yeah. Yep. Tsuchino then asks, what the heck was that about?
I don't know. I was just relaxing at the lake and very moaning pain. Next thing I know, something on her words.
That's when trouble starts to brew, as Peppermint knows that she was trying to control Jacob. Then they go to the library, and this is where they find out what Okami Diane actually is. She's in actuality a hold on. Let me just try to find it. She's an actual. Okay.
Sakiyabasu Okami.
Which means that she is a succubus. And yeah, and if you don't know what a succubus is, it's basically a female demon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? And oftentimes, and it reveals that they have this ability called charm. If someone looks into their eyes, the target falls head over heels with them. And they cast illusions on the towns to ensnare their prey. And that's not all. They can steal.
Only power succubi Okami. And that's not all. They can steal
people's souls
by either kissing them or having sex with them.
Which turns them into slaves.
Turns them into their slaves.
Uh-oh. Well. Something funny, Rainn? That's not gonna happen, buddy.
Don't write your character in here without working here.
Apparently it worked earlier. I kind of worked earlier in my earlier RPs.
Okay. Anyways, I said Jacob's getting angry, so...
Wow.
So anyways, it's revealed that they are going extinct. And Jacob has to go 1 week without getting into 1 week without staring into that.
It's actually been 1 week.
It's actually 1 week.
Like, it's made into 2 fights, and now this bullshit. Is it anyone's gonna avoid becoming charmed?
Yep. Looks like Jacob's going to have to avoid eye contact the next time she runs into her. That's when they all hear a voice, and the orb of lost souls glows faintly red. That's when Jacob recognizes that voice. Dahlia. Woo! Got it right. It's Dahlia. Good. So, Dahlia. And then that's when Peppermint's like, how can you even talk? That's when it's revealed. Okay then.
For a minute.
Alright then. That's when it's.
So you mean to tell me? So you mean not to interrupt? So you mean to tell me succubus are going extinct?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually pronounced succubus.
Bye.
Anyways, that's when we learned that since the first episode when Jacob broke the seal, Dahlia has now established a connection to the real world to the Orb of Lost Souls, which she overhears has transpired. Who is that? Oh, so then Tsuchina whispers, Jacob, who the hell is that? Well, she whispers, who's that?
And in which Jacob replies with, Peppermint's other self, Dahlia. The orb acts as a seal to lock her away, and that is until I recently broke it.
So that's when she says succubi are incredibly dangerous to males, using their bodies and appeal to draw them in like a moth to a flame. She's already ensnared.
She's only ensnared Jacob once. If he ain't careful, he could be a mindless thrown into her whims. And Dahlia does not like to let her food be taken away. Don't let such a weak creature warp your mind, Jacob, she says. Good to know that she cares so much.
Okay, alright, so then afterwards, what are they going to do about Diane? Well, that's how I'm going to call her. I'm just going to call her Diane. Diane.
And he replies with, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, but something tells me there's going to be a lot more going on than we think, so don't give up thought of. She could do something drastic.
Getting nods of agreements, all three left the library and set towards the next class. Along the way, they couldn't help but notice the looks of stares Jacob and Peppermint have gotten through the last week. Because remember in the last episode, everybody was actually doing the Luigi death stare at Jacob. Now they're all just sporting blushes while conversing with one another. Did you hear her? She said I was handsome. I know.
Isn't she great? In which Jacob thinks to himself, okay, what the fuck is going on here?
That's when we had Diana's voice. Yeah, that's when we had Diane's voice saying, Peppermint. Oh shit.
Peppermint's out of your mind.
Thank you. That's when they all turn round and she stands on her breast slightly bounced. I'm here to declare war on you. I would have went with the most.
At least join this kind of conversation already, because it's bad enough I don't have anything to do with my freaking time.
Well, I would have went with I would have done the whole monsters versus aliens thing where Diane's all like, Peppermint, I am here to destroy you. And she actually does the actions too. But anyways, so then Diane then states that Peppermint has got into her carefully laid plans will be ruined thanks to her existence. Oh, that's not nice. Ever since.
Of course not. She's fucking evil.
Yeah, okay. Ever since day one, all the boys have been drooling all over you. And when they should be doing that to me. What makes you so damn special? I should be the one getting all the attention. She starts to walk forward. I will not let everything I've built so far come crashing down because to some airheaded pink harlot. Ooh, burn! With you out the way, everything shall go just the way it should. Tsuchina responds by blowing her pinwheel, which the wind throws Diane back. You will not lay a finger on Pepsi-chan. And I said that like go get it. Okay. That's when Diane gets really pissed. And then
Go get your bubblegum gun.
okay. That's when Diane gets really
I'm watching you.
Go get your bubblegum.
That's when Diane gets really pissed. And then that's when she spouts black bat wings from her back as well as a tail. Nails grow long and sharp. Anyone who stands in the way of the flame-brained Pinky shall join her in death. She lunges at Lem with...
When Jacob replies with, enough!
And
Diane stops on her tracks and covers her eyes.
and then chaos moves upon the school.
Okay, so then Jacob then yells...
Then chaos brings upon
Diane covered.
So yeah,
I
Diane...
give a flying fuck for what your reasons are for doing this to the guys at school. You're taking away the free fucking rest for your own selfish wants. And for what? Because they prefer someone else other than you? Are you that petty and shallow?
Shallow! How dare you! She lowers her arms and looks at him.
Not gonna work, Diane. I'm not being in control again. I found a crazy moonshine track my head and trying to hurt my friends.
Her shadow over her eyes, whispers in anger. Is she really that great to you? You can like someone like her instead of someone like me? I put good work in seducing you, and all you can think about is her. I did all of that to get you under my control, humiliating myself by acting weak to get close enough. Seriously, you humiliated yourself to get close enough? Wow. Anyways, that's when Diane goes to the conclusion if she can't have Jacob, then Peppermint can't have Jacob neither. You know the whole if I can't have you, nobody will, then nobody will. Yeah, sort of like that.
That's when Jacob thinks fast and jumps on Diane's back. Also, when she lunges at them, goes right back to the ground, speeds up with the trail flames flowing while killing Peppermint and Tsuchina.
That's when. So then afterwards, that's when the second fight between Jacob and another antagonist commence. So this takes place outside of the school. Jacob then drops Peppermint and Tsuchina. Peppermint asked why did she stop here because she'll catch up with them any second. However,
Jacob clarifies that she can find the air. She'll probably catch up before they'll have a chance to hide. Besides, he ain't trying to run away, just trying to drive her away from the school.
We don't want any innocents to get hurt. That's for sure. So anyways, that's when they see an incoming attack coming straight at them. Jacob thinks fast and gets down with both of them. The tree gets sliced down like if they were butter. Diane then says, "Damn it, I missed." So anyways, Peppermint notices that Jacob is missing. That's when Jacob is above
Let me explain again.
Okay.
But first, insert Shadow the Hedgehog OST Glyphic Canyon. Give me a second. Come on, you two, don't back out on me. On.
And
Now. Jacob is above Brian with a powerful touch in his hand. He yells out, "Blaze forth!" And throws it down on her. She gets bucketed down to the ground, forced by kind of fast fire. He crashes and then the fireball explodes.
okay, so then Jacob
Like fire underneath the in the air.
Tsuchina then questions Jacob's unusual ability to think like this by saying that succubi are elites in the air. To which Jacob responds with,
And yeah, so am I.
Diane flies out of the smoke with slight burns on her clothes. You will pay for that, Uchiha. She slices claws at him.
And Miss Chicken moves out and avoids a slash through to his Sharingan, but Diane grabs him with her tail and starts strangling him. But again, Jacob thinks fast, grabs him by the tail, and yells out, Nagashi, and electrocutes her with black and red electricity. Ouch!
Yep, that's gotta hurt. Diane then lets go, causing Jacob to drop to the ground.
That was close, he says, and he performs some hand size and yells out, Katon, Hoseki no Jutsu, and blows a barrage of fireballs at Diane.
Diane dodges them swiftly, swiping feet and claws at his chest with her feet nails. Ouch! Man.
And Jacob bleeds from his chest.
Diane then holds Jacob up up to his chin.
And when she's about to when she about to kiss him and take his soul, Peppermint yells out with no and kicks her in the face with fire.
Jeez, finally we got to see some action from Peppermint. Don't tell her I said that. Anyways, so then Diane's face burns as she holds her face. The music stops for a while. Jacob is held in Peppermint's arms. Jake! Please tell me you're not hurt. Okay.
I'm fine. This is nothing.
She says she's going to get Jake. You're going to get yourself killed. Please don't be so reckless. Holding him close.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Looks at them. Oh, good. Diane then looks at them saying, oh, good. You can die together. She bares her claws. Not to... Oh, you can read the spot, sorry. Jacob?
Oh, wait, sorry. Okay. Not today, Diane. He thinks Peppermint's bored. You're on crack.
And I think we all know what that means. That's when...
Sure. And then Jacob crunches the orb, breaking it. And just like that, red smoke starts to emit from the shattered pieces of the orb.
Okay, now I'll read this part.
Water turns black, and we know what happens next.
When the
orb blossoms on Peppermint's chest is broken, her inner demon, Dahlia, awakens.
Peppermint's demons...
The transformation starts by the demon soul a huge black sphere.
Her breasts get bigger, her hips get bigger, her clothes turn black and red. Her hair also turns from pink and curly to blood red and flowing.
Excuse me.
Yes, Rainn?
You guys, but I wanted to add some characters in here too, but instead that this is the high school kind of thing, I really don't want to interrupt.
Okay.
Let me start over.
Sorry.
Transformation starts by demon souls covering her in a huge black sphere. Inside a demon soul sphere, her breasts get bigger than G cups. Hips get bigger, closer and black and red. It also turns from pink and curly to blood red and flowing. It's black demon horns, red demon tail, and demon wings that are black but red in the inside. Opens up her eyes and they encrypted whether the pentagrams are in each of them. And then kicks one leg into the air, demon souls disperse.
That's when Dahlia is now re-released again. That's when Diane gasps by saying an Okami demon actually exists. Dahlia opens her eyes and looks to Jacob.
Hi, long time no see.
Ha! Indeed. It appears this succubus doesn't take rejection very well. Perhaps it's time to teach her a lesson in humility.
I guess.
Diana is shaking in fear. Dahlia then asks, what's the matter? I thought you wanted to kill me. Are you too afraid to fight back now?
Diana snaps out and replies with, I won't lose you. I have an important mission for my people, and I will not fail them. We succubus are dying, and it's our job to find a worthy mate to bear our offspring. That's why I enslaved the boys here at the academy. She spreads out her arms. Surely one of them is destined to be my destined one, my male of fate. But you all ruined everything. I'm going to make sure you all suffer dearly for it. Her midnight blue cheek and her eyes glow teal green.
Alright, so that's when Jacob then tells her.
Oh, he poisons electrified hand at Diane and just tries to beat Jenny, less of a hassle, then fires several lightning bolts from his hand.
Diane then dives into the air really quickly. Why you? I'm going to do what, cunt? Dahlia responds. Diane looks behind her and her eyes widen in fear. What? She moves so fast. Dahlia punches her stomach.
Punches her in the stomach with hellfire.
Holy coughs blood. Dahlia then says, you should have quit when you had the chance. And that's when...
No, you're right.
Ka-dink! That's when her few ribs get broken. She lands in the forest, crashing through several trees until the last one, and she'll crashing one last time, creating a crater to rest in. Damn! Dahlia wins!
Holy shit, Jacob says.
Tsuchina hides behind Jacob. Well, she does, because she's so scary, you know. This episode's battle took a whopping 257 seconds. Whee! Okay. So, Diane is actually has her ass kicked. Then she begins to cry. What am I going to do? I can answer that. Dahlia then walks up to her. She looks up. Dahlia is standing 6 feet away from her. Please, I'll stop. Please, no more.
You're fine. I'm with after everything you've done here. I have no reason to believe your words. So why don't I rip off your wings and tail? You'll never fly again, and maybe you'll finally learn something. She starts walking towards her.
No! Anything but that! Okay, I had to.
Jacob then thinks to himself, seeing what Diane has done to male population here, maybe I should let Diane carry out her threat. It'll serve as a painful and permanent reminder. But then again, she's downright terrified. The only reason she did all this was to help her people. As fucked up as that sounds, what she wanted to do was her one and only true love. Should she be punished for that?
Weighing his options carefully, the dirty blonde made his choice. And his choice was to... And anyways, just as Dahlia was about to reach out for her, Jacob then steps right in front of Diane.
Dahlia, stop! She's had enough!
Get out of the way, Jacob. She's tried to enslave you as one of her sex pets. She needs to be punished.
She says. And then Jacob shakes his head. No, not like this. Even after what happened, her intentions weren't that malicious. The current situation with her people drove her into desperation. Just because she made bad choices doesn't make her a bad person.
Diane looks up at him in shock. More tears are flowing from her eyes. Dahlia's eyes stare into the dirty blonde's baby blue ones. She admires his bravery, but couldn't help to think it was foolish of him to standing up for a creature that doesn't deserve his protection. Yet he remains unmoved. Her gaze has no effect on him, as she looks right back at him without fear.
I went through so much tragic and drama that anything that terrifies other people, that will not work on him.
Yeah. Same thing with Tanuki. Since my character has trained himself to not fear anything, that includes demons as well, his stare will he'll just basically go, nope, not scary at all. Anyway, so then, Dahlia then gives up defeated, not in the actual beaten way, as in the, very well, I'll spare her, but remember, you alone bear the brunt of this decision. She then...
Jacob takes a shot of the overblast out of his hoodie pocket. Thanks, Dahlia. He then smirks. I knew you were a good person with all that pride and badassery.
Dahlia responds by rolling her eyes. Don't mistake my intent, Uchiha. I simply didn't want her stealing you from me. Your flame is far too rare to simply give up. Don't mix me up with my outer self, Peppermint. She and I are not the same person.
Keep telling yourself, Dahlia.
Dahlia then repairs the orb of lost souls and then puts it back on her. See you later, Jake. That's when a red flash. Then
That's how you know. That's how you know that. That's how you know how. That's how you know that Dahlia has a thing for Jacob.
Yep. Tsuchina asks, is Peppermint going to be okay? Because usually Dahlia takes a lot out of her, so she'll be okay in a few minutes. So yeah. Anyways, okay. That's when Diana asks, why did Jacob stand up for her even after everything she did throughout the whole episode? Jacob responds with,
It was Jacob's response with, and personally one of my best quotes in the series, because it's never about what I think is right, it's about what is right. I knew you were only doing this just to save your people, but there's always a better way. His hand sparks with electricity and a whole seal. He holds his hand over Diana's chest of electricity and then shoots a little lightning bolt into her chest, and then Diana is healed instantly.
flaps her wings. My wings, they're all better. What did you do to me?
You're welcome, he walks off. You'll find your mate someday, Diana. You still don't know where to look for him. Then he walks away.
Diana then reverts back to her normal form and then smiles the next day. So, that's when
That's when Jacob is walking with Peppermint and Tsuchina, telling another one of his crazy stories that are surprisingly true.
Of course.
In which he finishes with, and that's why Donner is not allowed to set foot on Germany.
How could you even be friends with them?
I keep forgetting to ask myself that question. The less the army looks for me, the better. Wow, you're such a bad boy, aren't you, Jake? Peppermint responds.
Oh, I think we found another thing about Peppermint. Yep.
Yeah, she's not so innocent after all.
Oh, yeah. So anyways, Diane is up bright and early with a good morning. Jacob returns round and says,
Oh, hi.
here. Diane then gives them a peace offering, which is a huge bunch of candy. Legaspies. Candy! Gimme!
They're not for you.
Candy. Oh, don't worry, Peppermint. You'll get candy soon enough. Anyway.
So, why are you doing this? I mean, I get the piece of it, but there has to be something else going on, Jacob comments.
Well, yesterday when you said I will find my destined one someday?
Jacob then asks, yeah?
That's what Diane then says. I decided it will be you, Jacob Uchiha. You are my destined one. Jacob then suddenly is flabbergasted and says, Jacob's mind completely shatters in the inside. Holy shit. Yeah. So anyways, Diane hugs against his arm. You're so brave, so gentle, so powerful, not to mention handsome too. Her huge breasts press up against his arm. We're destined to be together. Oh no, you don't. That's when Tsuchina grabs Jacob's other arm and presses her breast up against it. Jacob's belongs to me, not some.
Tsuchina's breasts are D-cups.
Okay then. Alright, not to some brownie bimbo. Oh yeah. He sure as hell wouldn't be going for a small-topped, windy harlot like you. Small-topped? You're both wrong. He's mine! Peppermint Glump tackles Jacob. Take me, Jacob! Not them! She then bites his neck and sucks the flames out of him. Sexual moan inserted here. That's when Jacob yells. Anyways. Okay, and with that, episode 2 comes to a close. So, time to us to do what I like, what I didn't like, and what I overall think of this. So, what did I like? I think we all know what I liked in here. The battles, the learning of who people are, and classical stuff. Oh, and the ability that Jacob was able to resist fear against Dahlia. That was quite easy. So,
Yeah.
no, one thing I didn't like was Tsuchina getting bullied, so that really made me feel
Well, just to clarify, that was actually needed for this episode.
Yeah, I know.
In the original Rosario plus Vampire episode 3,
Okay.
the the, the character that Tsushima was based on, she got bullied in Rosario plus Vampire, so that was kind of needed here in Okami plus Demon.
Okay, so then, well, I guess I can exclude that. Anything bad about this episode can only be nitpicks. And I don't really want to give this episode like a, how would you say, like a 10 out of 10, because if I give every episode a 10 out of 10, then I'm just going to be all like, well, I'm like, then which episode am I going to watch? So, for this one, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Which, it's good, but, it's, I just don't want to give it a crummy score, or a good score neither, so I'm just giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Next episode, we are going to be, this is where we are going to be introduced to Fanboy Terror and the Demon, episode 3. And another.
I'm gonna give out a tiny bit of spoilers. Dahlia is not gonna appear in this next chapter, so Jacob said kick ass again, only this time in a slightly different way. And trust me, it's gonna be a pretty raging moment to see.
Raging moment. I cannot wait. So, right. That gives... Okay, and with that, Okami plus Demon is episode 2. The review is finished. Now we will see you in the next one. Bye!